What's up YouTube? Today I'm at the iconic Muscle Beach and I thought I'd take a bit of a stroll down Venice Boardwalk and talk to you guys a little bit about how you can make sure you're looking your best every single day of the week. Okay, so I'm not talking about dieting down for a show or dieting down for a shoot. I'm talking more about how can we make sure that on any given day or on any certain occasion that we've got coming up, we can make sure that we're looking as good as possible without any over-the-top preparations. So the first thing we've got is obviously we want to be hitting our macros. We want to be keeping our intake as consistent as possible. Obviously, if your intake is fluctuating, we're more of a chance of seeing variations in both how you look and how much you weigh. So, step one, hit your macros. Stay consistent. Give your body a consistent amount of calories from day to day. All right, the second thing, you want to make sure you're really well hydrated. A lot of people make the mistake, particularly when they get super lean, of thinking that if they want to look dry, they need to cut out water. If you really want to look amazing, you want to stay as hydrated as you possibly can, because your muscles love to be hydrated. As soon as they get dehydrated, you're going to lose that pump. You're going to look that full looking nature of the muscle. So make sure you drink plenty of water, and as before, keep your fluid intake consistent. All right, so let's talk sodium. Definitely not something you need to actively think about manipulating. The best thing you can possibly do, again, is stay consistent with your sodium intake. So, if you usually salt your meals, continue to salt your meals. Just be aware that if you ever do incorporate large variations in sodium, i.e. you go out for a super salty meal, chances are that may affect you in an adverse manner in terms of your appearance temporarily. All right, it's a souvenir time. At times I have a huge problem with procrastination. And one of the people that I used to work with from a mentor sort of perspective used to use this phrase all the time. And it really sort of got me to the point of, I really need to stop mucking around. So I'm gonna buy this. All right, so fiber is the next thing we want to talk about, right? Fiber is responsible for effectively slowing digestion. Think of the more fiber you eat, the slower your digestion. It literally stops things from moving through your system. So if you're eating heaps and heaps of fiber, chances are any food that you are eating is actually going to stay in your system for a longer period of time. So again, to keep on trend, the best thing to do with fiber intake is to keep it consistent. So look at how many calories you're eating and aim to get around 10 to 12 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories that you're eating. Then just make sure, day to day, you keep that intake as consistent as possible. Again, if you go from one day eating not much fiber to the next day eating a whole bag of fiber, chances are you might be feeling a little bit bloated, you might even see a little bit more water retention. These are only temporary things, but if you are looking or wanting to look your best every single day, you want to try and keep your fiber intake as consistent as possible. Consistency is the name of the game. If you keep everything as consistent as possible, your appearance is going to remain that way too. If you are dieting, there may be times where increasing your carbs and increasing your sodium ahead of a shoot or a show may be beneficial, but we'll touch on that in a different video. This last one, in combination with the fiber, that's definitely going to help you too if you're feeling bloated. By the way, I've used that public restroom like 4 out of 4 times. Every single time I've walked in on either someone taking a crap or someone's house, like someone living in the room. All right, so I've had plenty to drink. I've been eating pretty much the same foods the last couple of days, which means my fiber and my salt is pretty much the same. I'm good to go.